Once you replace negative thoughts with positive ones, you'll start having positive results. Find a place inside where there's joy, and the joy will burn out the pain. Yesterday is not ours to recover, but tomorrow is ours to win or lose. The most important thing is to try and inspire people so that they can be great in whatever they want to do. Keep your face to the sunshine and you cannot see a shadow. Live life to the fullest and focus on the positive. You've done it before and you can do it now. See the positive possibilities. Redirect the substantial energy of your frustration and turn it into positive, effective, unstoppable determination. In order to carry a positive action, we must develop here a positive vision. Every day brings new choices. I often think that the night is more alive and more richly colored than the day. If you're not making mistakes, then you're not doing anything. I'm positive that a doer makes mistakes. You are the sum total of everything you've ever seen, heard, eaten, smelled, been told, forgot. It's all there. Everything influences each of us. And because of that, I try to make sure that my experiences are positive. Positive thinking will let you do everything better than negative thinking will. No matter what you're going through, there's a light at the end of the tunnel, and it may seem hard to get to it, but you can do it. And just keep working towards it, and you'll find the positive side of things. The joy of life comes from our encounters with new experiences, and hence there is no greater joy than to have an endlessly changing horizon, for each day to have a new and different sun. Trust in dreams, for in them is hidden the gate to eternity. Pessimism leads to weakness, optimism to power. You cannot have a positive life and a negative mind. I think anything is possible if you have the mindset and the will, and desire to do it and put the time in. You're going to go through tough times. That's life. But I say, nothing happens to you, it happens for you. See the positive and negative events. Perpetual optimism is a force multiplier. Correction does much, but encouragement does more. When you are enthusiastic about what you do, you feel this positive energy. It's very simple. Few things in the world are more powerful than a positive push, a smile, a world of optimism and hope. You can do it when things are tough. A strong, positive self-image is the best possible preparation for success. Always turn a negative situation into a positive situation. Positive feelings come from being honest about yourself and accepting your personality and physical characteristics, warts and all, and from belonging to a family that accepts you without question. Winners make a habit of manufacturing their own positive expectations in advance of the event. I always like to look on the optimistic side of life, but I am realistic enough to know that life is a complex matter. If you have a positive attitude and constantly strive to give your best effort, eventually you will overcome your immediate problems and find you are ready for greater challenges. The gift of fantasy has meant more to me than my talent for absorbing positive knowledge. A good laugh is sunshine in the house. Today or any day that phone may ring and bring good news. It takes but one positive thought when given, a chance to survive and thrive to overpower an entire army of negative thoughts. Positive anything is better than negative nothing. Always do your best is going to change from moment to moment. It will be different when you are healthy as opposed to sick. Under any circumstance, simply do your best, and you will avoid self-judgment, self-abuse, and regret. Your attitude is like a box of crayons that color your world. Constantly color your picture gray, and your picture will always be bleak. Try adding some bright colors to the picture. By including humor, and your picture begins to lighten up. To succeed, you need to find something to hold on to, something to motivate you, something to inspire you. When I learn something new, and it happens every day, I feel a little more at home in this universe, a little more comfortable in the nest. When you wake up every day, you have two choices. You can either be positive or negative, an optimist or a pessimist. I choose to be an optimist. It's all a matter of perspective. The person who can bring the spirit of laughter into a room is indeed blessed. It's a wonderful thing to be optimistic. It keeps you healthy and it keeps you resilient. My optimism wears heavy boots and is loud. When someone does something good, applaud. You will make the people happy. It's your outlook on life that counts. If you take yourself lightly and don't take yourself too seriously, pretty soon you can find the humor in our everyday lives, and sometimes it can be a lifesaver. My dear friend, clear your mind of cant. You learn far more from negative leadership than from positive leadership because you learn how not to do it, and therefore you learn how to do it. Delete the negative, accentuate the positive. I'm taking all the negatives in my life and turning them into a positive. People deal too much with the negative, with what is wrong. Why not try and see positive things to just touch those things and make them bloom? A mediocre idea that generates enthusiasm will go further than a great idea that inspires no one. Work hard, stay positive, and get up early. It's the best part of the day. The way positive reinforcement is carried out is more important than the amount. Every positive value has its price in negative terms. The genius of Einstein leads to Hiroshima. I do believe we're all connected. I do believe in positive energy. I do believe in the power of prayer. I do believe in putting good out into the world, and I believe in taking care of each other. Wondrous is the strength of cheerfulness, and its power of endurance. The cheerful man will do more in the same time, will do it better, will preserve it longer than the sad or sullen. Satisfaction consists in freedom from pain, which is the positive element of life. I am not embarrassed to tell you that I believe in miracles. The learner always begins by finding fault, but the scholar sees the positive merit in everything. Say and do something positive that will help the situation. It doesn't take any brains to complain. You must not under any pretense allow your mind to dwell on any thought that is not positive, constructive, optimistic, kind. I like to encourage people to realize that any action is a good action if it's proactive and there is positive intent behind it. Don't let people disrespect you. My mom says don't open the door to the devil. Surround yourself with positive people. A lot of times people look at the negative side of what they feel they can't do. I always look on the positive side of what I can do. There are powers inside of you which, if you could discover and use, would make of you everything you ever dreamed or imagined you could become. Miracles occur naturally as expressions of love. The real miracle is the love that inspires them. In this sense, everything that comes from love is a miracle. If you are given a chance to be a role model, I think you should always take it because you can influence a person's life in a positive light. And that's what I want to do. That's what it's all about. But I have found that in the simple act of living with hope and in the daily effort to have a positive impact in the world, the days I do have are made all the more meaningful and precious, and for that I am grateful. I'm looking forward to influencing others in a positive way. My message is you can do anything if you just put your mind to it. I think a lot of times we don't pay enough attention to people with a positive attitude because we assume they are naive or stupid or unschooled. I really struggle with that feeling of helplessness. That's why I really try to get my blogs, and even myself, to point to the positive and look at all the inspiring things that are happening. There is no advertisement as powerful as a positive reputation traveling fast. Even when bad things happen, you have to try to use those bad things in a positive manner and really just take the positive out of it. I believe in karma. If the good is sown, the good is collected. When positive things are made, that returns well. I surround myself with positive, productive people of goodwill and decency. You can't make positive choices for the rest of your life without an environment that makes those choices easy, natural, and enjoyable.